Less than a mile from the centre of town, a famous old stadium's crumbling down. No one's invested so much as a penny. Bring on the Deadpool and Rob McElhenney.
What's a nice place like you doing and a girl like this?
Less than a mile from the centre of town, a famous old stadium's crumbling down. No one's invested so much as a penny. Bring on the Deadpool and Rob McElhenney.
This is Wrexham, a city situated in the northeast of Wales with a population of roughly 135,000 people. Over the course of the last 3 years, Wrexham has been at the centre of a media frenzy after Hollywood superstars Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney took over the city's football club, Wrexham AFC. Since their takeover, the club and its fans have enjoyed successful season after successful season, with the Hollywood team securing back-to-back promotions to take the club from the depths of the National League to the highs of League One. It's not just the football club's fortunes that have been changed by a Hollywood miracle, but the residents as well. Wrexham itself is rich with history, as during the Industrial Revolution in the late 18th century, Wrexham became the central hub in the northwest of the UK for the mining industry, with its exports of coal, lead and steel being used all around the country.
Wrexham. Though the official figure is given as 111, rescuers declare that 207 men are trapped below behind a barrier of fire. Men from the surrounding pits ceased work and rushed to help in the task of rescue.
Mike Hett, also known locally as Scoot, is the lead singer of the Wrexham-based band the Declan Swans, and is also a volunteer at the Miners' Rescue Centre within the city. With Wrexham having so much history within the mining world, Scoot is proud to say that more people are starting to learn about Wrexham's heritage and recognises the role that the club have played in making this happen.
And another good plus that we've done here with the charity is that Humphrey's become a patron of the charity, which is, again, it's great. It's getting that awareness out to, like you say. So people, exactly what you said, a lot of people didn't know this was here. A lot of people, and they come in, they always tend to come back.
Mike sat down with us to talk more about how he feels the city of Wrexham has changed since the takeover.
I think everything. I think we've had a fella in here early on, but just as he left as you were coming in, he's opened a new bar. I don't think he would have been able to open that new bar without what's going on. I think even us here at the Mines Rescue Station, I think we're having a lot of the club shop are now directing tourists over here, because if they're on foot, they're looking for somewhere to go. Why not come over here? They can have, they can have something to eat. They can have a tour of the building, learn about the history. So that side of it's great. And yeah, you go to town. I mean, I go for a drink before the games, and it's absolutely bouncing. Everybody's happy, and like Alan pointed out, when you were abroad on your holidays or whatever you go, nobody knew where Wrexham was, but now everybody wants to be back. And I think with the teams that are not a higher level than us, they're relatively quite pleased for us. If they look into it, I mean, it's been highlighted in a documentary, the amount of times we've been stitched by chairman, and I think there was 33 times that clubs have gone into administration before us. I wouldn't say 33 clubs, because I think Luton had gone 4 or 5 times themselves, but we were the first ones to get a deduction, and that's where it all started. We come down that season, we lasted 3 in League 2, and then it was a conference for 15 years. So we deserve a bit of luck, we deserve good owners. And all these people that say, oh, you're chucking all your money in, I doubt very much whether these owners have had to chuck anything in. When you think of TikTok, United Airlines, XB, I just don't think, and the amount of merchandise that we're selling, the gates, we're filling out every game, and not only that, we're selling out away games as well, so they're all benefiting from us. They might dislike us, but they're all getting the biggest gate of the season. So yeah, I just think it's great, and we deserve it. We deserve a bit of luck. We've had nothing. Nobody's helped us in the past. People have had to remortgage the house when we had to put that bond together the first season in the conference. So why not?
As Mike alluded to, the presence of people in the city centre has dramatically increased since the takeover, and no person in Wrexham has felt the impact of that more than Wayne Jones. Wayne, who is the landlord for the Turf pub, which sits just outside the famous Kyras Stadium, is no stranger to a celebrity, having hosted many a Hollywood superstar over the last 3 years. Despite this, he remains true to his roots and is delighted at the impact of the takeover has had on the city of Wrexham.
You can see yourself from out the window, the copper's on its way down. But yeah, I mean, listen, we're playing in front of, you're one of them, we're playing in front of sellout crowds. Merchandise, we've never sold so much. I've read somewhere that we've sold more than a lot of Premiership clubs. We've got to complete the training ground and we have to complete the COP, which will then bring in bigger revenue. But yeah, listen, they've done what they said they're going to do, or they're doing what they said they're going to do, and they're showing a real interest in the community, which is a big part of why I love them. So long may it continue. Like I said at the start of this journey, I thought we'd hit the jackpot, and I firmly believe that more than ever.
What kind of changes have you experienced on a personal level around the town, not just to do with funding, but how they've affected the town?
Economically, from a town, from a local standpoint, I mean, it's been equally as important as the footballing aspect. Let's say if you've got a successful football team on the big green thing next door, i.e. the football pitch, everything falls into place, and the town is thriving. I can only speak for me personally because I never seem to get from this place, but you know, our turnover has doubled. The amount of tourists that we get in on a day-to-day basis, which again you've seen them yourself, hundreds of thousands of Americans, even Canadians, Australians. So yeah, you know, again, going back to their mission statement, they said in their mission statement that they wanted to make a huge difference to the local community, and they're doing that. And what really sort of warms my heart is that they don't actually quite realise, I don't think, what they're doing for the community with that, you know, just by doing it. So love them to bits. The town is absolutely thriving. And without being too negative, I sort of wondered where the football club and the town was going as a whole before they took over, but the transformation in 2 years is absolutely there. Like I said at the start, I'm 40, so hopefully I've got another 25 seasons in me, and I can finally start to watch a season or two where we can achieve something, because other than the 2003 campaign and the Dennis Smith, which was phenomenal, we've not really had a lot to shout about. Yeah, we've had various successes in cups, the LDV, which I was away for, I was living in Australia at the time, so I missed that, but you know, we had the game against Grimsby, and we had the game against several games against, you know, the likes of Newport and Bromley and things like that, which were disappointing. So we've had highs, but overall, in my time of watching, the majority of the occasions, 80% of the time or 85% of the time, have been lows. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. And you can get the vibe of people in the town that people know something's happening. People in this town know football, and they know when they see a good thing, and what we have next door is good things. So very excited, yeah.
Whilst the takeover has brought in a mass amount of new fans to Wrexham, the old faces are enjoying the ride just as much. Alan Jones has been a Wrexham fan for over 70 years and has seen the highs and the lows of Wrexham's illustrious history, but is now looking forward to what the future may hold for both the club and the city of Wrexham.
It's just a different club and a different town. Same, if you were, I've seen 7 promotions, that works out about 1 every 10 years. And it's like waiting for a bus. Yeah. Now there's 2 come straight together and I'm waiting for the 3rd. But everywhere you go, the town has been lifted. If you go abroad, Wrexham, yeah, we know where Wrexham is. Is London near Wrexham sort of thing? It's fantastic, really is. Yeah, it's as far, you need luck. I don't care how good you are, you need luck. And if we get the luck, we go right to the top. We really can. I think it's brilliant. We've had people from, well, at the Man's Rescue, we've had people from Canada, America, Germany, you name it, they come in. Got relatives living in Canada, and they would say that they had relatives living in Wales, and the Canadians would say, where's Wales? Now, their relatives live in Wrexham. They go, wow, live in Wrexham. You know, is London near Wrexham? You know, they are so wound up about it over there, really are.
It's fair to say that the good times have well and truly returned to Wrexham. From its mining roots, the former town, now city, has risen from the ashes to become a beacon of prosperity in the north of Wales. People from around the city, young or old, are now proud to be from Wrexham, and thanks to the efforts of those on the pitch, the lives of those off it are beginning to change for the better. Ryan and Rob have changed the lives of people 3 years ago they never would have dreamed of knowing. But they know as well as the people of Wrexham that there is more to come in the future for this bustling new city. One question remains, however: what's next?
Bring on the dead food, a rough pack of